Guys, we have the 4th annual Ted Jones World Vegan Hot Dog Eating Contest. We have a number of competitors already lined up. It's a comedy show / vegan hot dog eating contest. If you'd like to compete in the vegan hot dog eating contest, entry is totally free. The winner will get $100 to their name plus a $500 check to a charity of their choice. Send in your entries, tedjonesworld@gmail.com. And we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ted Jones World Podcast, episode 352 here. We're in the depths. We're in the middle of summer, but it's really not that hot outside. It's actually quite nice. You see me? Yes, I'm sporting a nice tan here. So one of the crazier videos this past weekend, we have live footage of an alien in a backyard in Las Vegas. And all these videos now, like, it has become so easy to make a fake video. You see some of these deep fake videos where people are just mouthing over, like politicians, for example, like, check out this Barack Obama deep fake.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time. Trump is a total and complete dipshit.
So that one maybe wasn't so good. Like, you can tell if you look at the motion of the mouth, that's something that's not good. But if you watch this insane video of an alien in a backyard in Las Vegas, this is something that actually looks pretty real. Like, I really don't think that there's any way you could fake this besides the fact that the video quality isn't that great, but let's take a look at this.
So Nancy, you had a chance to actually talk to the family members today. They're so skittish. They don't want to go on camera.
Yeah, they refused an interview request, but I did talk to Angel. He is the teenager you hear.
Nice see 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes. Okay. Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Look clearly, you can see it hiding behind the truck's window, and he moves away from the window when they get closer.
I think at this point in time, there's just really been too much evidence as to aliens being around us. There have been hundreds of UFO sightings. Even the government has been like, yeah, for the most part, aliens are probably real. But I don't know. Are aliens afraid of cities? There's never really been a sighting of an alien or UFO near a city, right? Maybe they're worried about all the buildings just being like too sharp. If I was an alien and I came to a foreign place, I'd be like, okay, look, we can travel these lands, these flat lands, like whatever. You go to Missouri, freaking Kansas over there. You're in Nebraska. Maybe you see some of those mountains. You're like, I don't want to go towards the mountain, but you're in Vegas. There's a lot of flat land. A lot of flat land in the middle of the country. But if you kind of go towards Los Angeles, the downtown buildings might be intimidating because they're just pointy. And you're definitely not going to New York City because it's just too scary. You know, like I don't know, maybe the aliens have an idea of humans just having the shiny, pointy buildings and we can like shoot it at them. Like we could shoot it at their planes or their UFOs. Maybe that's like one reason that they'd be worried about not coming into cities. In other news, Starbucks under a little bit of heat this morning. They had a manager who was fired, and Starbucks said that she was fired for her absence of leadership. She says it was because of her race. A jury returned a $25.6 million verdict in her favor. And guess what, guys? She was white. Shannon Phillips. The company wrongfully fired her. Now that it's Wednesday, we're going to be in LA. If any of you guys are listening from LA, you shoot me a message. You want me to come do your show? I'll come do your show. I've got 3 comedy shows lined up, but just stay tuned on the Ted Jones World Instagram where you can find me. It's nice to see my TikTok feed settling down from the SCANDOVAL news. I don't know if you guys were able to avoid it, but for like 2 weeks, that Vanderpump Rules, that Bravo TV reality show cheating story was just all up on the feed. And I don't know whether it was like just because it was so around and it was on everybody's TikToks or maybe because I was watching it. But no joke, for like 2 weeks, I swear, I was just trying to scroll right past it. And then eventually it just got to me and I finally indulged myself into the story. And that was the craziest. How long did that even last? It was like a full month. I saw that girl at a wedding that I went to. And she looked cute from far away, but guess what? And it's messed up how many times this has definitely happened in the lives of other people, you know, like two best friends, and then there's a guy involved, and the other best friend double crosses their girlfriend and sleeps with their best friend. It's not great, but hey, you gotta be loyal to the people that are nice and loyal to you. I heard that girl Ariana who got cheated on, she was like, I opened up my house for you, you scum whore. You know, obviously a lot involved in that moment. I'm looking at a little bit of film news here. They're coming out with Mean Girls, the musical movie. Yeah, that could be fresh. I don't know. The Mean Girls original movie was epic, though. I would love for them to come out with an actual like Broadway play about it. It doesn't need to be a musical, though. What? Last week, we had insane wildfires, and I'm looking at the map right now. For the most part, the places that were super affected last week, which was New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, down to DC. Now, an area that's super affected is Minneapolis, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Chicago's actually getting some of it, and just looks like the center of the country is getting more smog from the wildfires. The level of particulate matter in the air from smoke last week was unhealthy everywhere from Indiana to Ohio to sections of the mid-Atlantic to the south. Friday, many places where air quality reached record-setting hazardous levels have begun to see significant improvement. Yep, you know what, guys? Well, this just has to do with the environment. And we got to do better with the environment. You know what's interesting about climate change is people have so many different ways and different answers of how to deal with like the current situation and temperatures of the earth becoming warmer. Like I see here, these are things that we need to change. Water pollution, air pollution, natural resource depletion, waste management, urban sprawl, energy consumption, environmental degradation, deforestation, recycling, inefficiencies. But I think like there needs to be something that's clear cut. And I think it has to come from governments put together. I know that each government doesn't have the same belief on how the environment's being affected, if it is being affected at all by global warming. But I think we need something that somebody or some group that tells the people this is what we need to do to turn around the Earth's future. Because apparently we're going to be burning to death. You know what I mean? Like, do we need the paper straws at Starbucks so the turtles don't choke on it? Do we need to stop eating less meat? Do we need to chill with burning the fossil fuels? Do we need to stop digging for so much oil? Like, what is the main answer? What is something that all humans can do just as a first step basis? Because like recycling is so vague. That's something that people look to do. Like, oh, we're putting our recycling in the recycling bin and we're putting our trash in the trash bin. But I feel like a lot of times the trash just gets mixed together and put in a trash pound, right? So we need some more guidance on that. Jones 2024. Just kidding. But it's going to be a crazy race because if it ends up being Joe Biden versus Trump, who would you vote for? Or is it going to be DeSantis versus Trump for the Republican nominee? But Joe Biden, I don't know. I just personally don't think you could be president when you're that old. But it's not even a political podcast, so I don't know what I'm doing here commenting on it. Guys, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Check that link wherever you're listening to or watching this podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just wanted to get on here, let you guys know about the vegan hot dog eating contest, alien spottings. Do you think aliens are real? Is the earth flat? Are those two same things the same? If the earth was flat, then maybe we wouldn't have those sharp buildings. It's also a crazy theory that aliens would be scared of the sharp buildings in cities, but I don't know. They haven't gotten close to cities. So what's the deal?